Friday, August 7th. Below my balcony, workers have begun to dig a trench. Soon they need to enlist the aid of the small cat to proceed toward door 4. A truck arrives with a huge spool of cable. Worker holding the cable says it's for Comcast TV. At the edge of the maintenance area, Little Cat is working with the water truck to mix the soil to be moist. Dump trucks bring in soil that will be used around the maintenance area to level the ground. Further east, my guys are dismantling the frame wall and getting the pieces stacked to move to the next location. Oliver sent pictures of the inside of the assisted living building. Outside, you can see where the old building connects to the atrium. Nurses' station and reception area are coming along nicely. Downstairs, the area between 6 and 7 catches a lot of rain still. Wilbur still likes the outside of the atrium better. Lots of windows, and it feels so big. The elevator frame reaches to the 3rd floor. The old one only went to the 2nd floor. From this angle, Wilbur can tell that the wall is as tall as the steel parapets. On the north side, by C&M, Wilbur finds a lot of progress with pouring footings and filling rebar and digging new footings. Wilbur is impressed with all the tall rebar tomato cages he finds as he flies toward the 4000 wing, and off to the left, the footings near the fitness center. Checking inside the fitness area, it looks like most of the work has been concentrated outside. Doc sent pictures from healthcare. I believe this is looking to the kitchen alley. Long hallways where Mikasa used to be. In the kitchen alley, Wilbur finds that footings have been dug, conduits and utilities have been run to prepare for the new chiller installation. Flying over the west parking area, Wilbur is excited to see them pouring more curbing. Next will be lights and then asphalt. This weekend, Don took Wilbur to film the places that are normally unseen. He started on the atrium. The windows look bigger from a distance, but he made it through. Here you can see where the old building attaches to the new building on the 2nd floor of assisted living. There's a mezzanine, so Wilbur was able to drop down to the 1st floor. Things are pretty much the same here. Metal studs, wiring, miscellaneous equipment, nothing extremely exciting. Outside, Wilbur was fascinated by the narrow ladder that goes up the scaffolding. It seemed so high to the top. As he came over the edge, he saw how narrow the scaffolding was, and it didn't look very strong, but he's seen them carrying heavy bricks up here. Near door 8, Wilbur finds the opening into health care. This one looks a little spooky, but he perseveres. As he approaches, it doesn't look like there's very much interesting to see here either. This opening looks more promising. It's on the west side of healthcare. There's lights on inside. This hallway used to be Mikasa. There are studs and electrical and doorways and wallboard to be attached. Wilbur needs to be careful how far he proceeds. If he loses the signal with Don, he will drop where he is, and Don can't come get him. Outside, at the end of the 4000 wing, Wilbur is investigating what looks like a child's fort to him, but is really an elevator. You can see that they have poured concrete around the outside rim. There sure are a lot of different layers inside this elevator. Final place to investigate is the Sandia dining patio. He's got to go through another window, but he's been practicing, so it's not quite as daunting. Once inside, Wilbur sees that wallboard has been installed, electrical, a lot of metal studs. More wallboard is going to be installed. As Wilbur pivots around, he sees the windows to Carter Hall. It's really beginning to look like a building in here. Previously, I said I wanted to eat frosting like Indy. So my friend Vicky gave me a jar of frosting and dared me to eat it that way and to record it. So I did. Only problem, it gave me the caffeine jitters.
If you look straight ahead, you see the gate is open and a dump truck is waiting to come out. This is Gene Theriault speaking. Wilbur just took off near door 3. Yes, there was a dump truck there who had just dumped. And if you look in the street, there's another dump truck coming this way, also piled with dirt. You can't tell how high this mound of dirt is that they're bringing in, but they brought in quite a bit of dirt. I wonder if it was the same dirt that they hauled away like a few months ago. Well, as Wilbur flies around this new building, we see it actually is starting to look like a building rather than just the skeleton of a building. Wilbur crashed today, and I'll tell you about a little more about that later. But this is the last video we'll be seeing made by Wilbur in a while. We have insurance, and we have to either get a Wilbur repaired or replaced. So coming back, we see the new trenching on the south side of the building, and we're back to the southwest end of the building and where the dump truck is still waiting to leave. I flew Wilbur over by the sculpture garden to see how that parking lot is coming along. All of the curbing is completed, but there was a lot of work to do there. Wilbur's taking off near door 22. This is the last flight before Wilbur crashed. We think the battery exploded and he fell. This is a picture of the sensor that was broken. You can see the broken glass. That's the nose of Wilbur, and this is the battery that it swole up and exploded. and it fell out, and that's why Wilbur crashed to the ground. That's it for today, Wednesday the 12th.
Thursday, August 13th. For the past several days, activity has been centered around the maintenance area as they begin to backfill the dirt. Crews start dismantling the scaffolding. In the middle ground, the rebar crew is forming new walls to be poured in concrete. The cat is digging for chiller lines and new footings. Scaffolding continues to come down. Past door 3, dump trucks arrive in a steady succession. Scaffolding is down. From my balcony with a projector, wouldn't this make a great outdoor movie theater? Half a dozen dump trucks have added to the pile south of the maintenance area. My friend Anthony, the big cat driver, is back, but he's in the little cat now, and he drives it like a Maserati. Anthony had to stop for a while his cat got serviced. There was a problem with the rear wheel. Anthony switched between the cat and the steamroller so the dirt could be compacted for testing. Big Cat needed to shove the piles of dirt out of the way because the dump trucks just kept coming by door 3. Big Cat and the water truck driver worked together to moisten the dirt so that it would compact correctly. Then the cat kept a steady stream of dirt available for Anthony to use in the small cat. The compaction is rising up the side of the maintenance area wall. Oliver chats with the inspector about utilities. At the end of the day, you can see almost the entire steamroller. They've raised the dirt so high. One night, this city truck arrived. 2 guys stood in the street and talked for the longest time and then went away.